just have to make sure that, oh, there we go. Okay, it's working. All right. Apologize for that. Whenever I live stream using OBS, because my computer's on the other side of the room, I have to run over there, make sure that once I start OBS, I have to hit start on YouTube, and because I am sort of multi-streaming it also to Facebook at the same time, I have to also make sure that Facebook is up and running as well. So I did half of it. I've gone onto YouTube and made sure that one, the volume was off so you weren't hearing an echo as I talk, but also that the stream actually started. So right now I'm going on my tablet, and so I can actually see if anyone comments while I'm drawing. Excuse me. And hopefully it'll go relatively smoothly. Relatively. Live stream smoothness is always relative whenever I do it. Hey, Snowy Raccoon. How you doing? Good seeing you. So, my tablet's up and running. That's good. YouTube's up and running. That's good. I'm going to go check on Facebook right now. I'll be right back, okay? Please be patient. I'll be back. All right. Facebook is working. Let's see. Edit audiences. Make this public on Facebook, which would be good. And from there, I can share it out to various Facebook groups, which would be very good. Let's try. Share. 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 Okay, that's good. And share. And share. Alright. That's good. Alright. Now, I've done that. Shared it out to various Facebook groups. Let's see. Shinobi Raccoon says, yeah, I had a rough start with Restream as well. Yeah, the problem with me and Restream, or with live streaming in general, is that my computer is not set up right here with my drawing table. My drawing table is in one part of the room. My computer is on the other end of the room. So I'm constantly having to move back and forth between the two. And so it lends itself to lots of unfortunate dead air as I'm live streaming, and that's a pain in the butt. Hey, Nasrabadi's in the chat. Nasrabadi is the author of the comic book that I'm currently drawing, Secret Comics Presents. If you look down here at the bottom of your screen, you can see a ticker going from right to left. Secret Comics Presents is a horror anthology written by Nasser and drawn by me. It's on Indiegogo right now, and we have 12 days left until the campaign closes. We're trying to crowdfund the comic book to have it published and mailed out to everybody who buys it. So I want to encourage everybody, if you have not done so to the point, or even if you have done so, please go to the link in the description of this video on YouTube, www.secret-comics.com, and go over there and buy a copy of the comic book, or buy 5 or 10 copies. The more the merrier. We need all the help we can get to our funding goal of $6,000. Right now, let me check actually, see where we are right now. Is that correct? Yeah, I think it is. Right now, we are at $2,623 of the $6,000 that we're trying to raise. So we are quite a ways away. We gained a little more money. We're 43% of the way there, but with 12 days left, we need everybody's help to help us reach our goal of $6,000. So I just want to encourage everybody to go over there, secret-comics.com, and back the book, help fund it, so we can get a great looking comic book into your hands. Yeah, so just want to ask everybody for their support. Let's see. Lego Studios is here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Give me a second. Turn this off. There we go. And Shinobi Raccoon says I was blacker than normal today because I was like 45 minutes late streaming earlier. I'm not sure what that means. But but anyway, yeah. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're all healthy and hearty, doing good. It is Thursday, one day left until the weekend. But nowadays, with this whole coronavirus and staying at home, every day seems like the weekend for a lot of people. So you may have lost track of the time. If you have, it is now today. What time is it? I don't even know. 7:23 Eastern Standard Time. The 30th of April, on Thursday. So I want to welcome you to my live stream. I want to thank you for coming and watching as I get drawing Superman here. This is a illustration of Superman that I'm working on for my annual sort of self-promo piece for the Directory of Illustration. It's a sort of a phone book for illustrators that's sent to art directors around the country and possibly the world. I'm not sure. I think at least the country. Each artist has to come up with some sort of design, some illustration for their page, and this is what I've decided to do. Hold on. Going back to my computer across the room. Boom. Zoom out a little so you guys can see. I decided to take this. Here we go. I did this sketch back in, I think, August. If you can see that. I did that sketch back in August. It's sort of like a sketch a day project. And I liked it. That was cool. And so I figured I'll just use that as a basis for my annual ad. Self-promo ad for the Directory of Illustration. So that's what I'm doing. Basically, I've taken this drawing. Originally it was like, I don't know, 8.5 by 11 or whatever, maybe 9 by 12, and blew it up to comic page size. And a few days ago, I penciled it, tightened it up, corrected a lot of some of the errors. It's not that much different, but especially around the face and stuff. There were a lot of things that I didn't really, wasn't really happy with. So I've corrected those for the most part, and now I am going on to ink this page, and then after that I'll go on to color it, and then do some layout stuff, add some text, blah blah blah, hire me, so and so forth. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. Let's see, zoom back in. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there we go. And I think that's all I have to do for the moment, other than actually start drawing. Hey, Trusty Psychics here. How you doing? Trusty says, looks good, Jason. Thank you very much, Trusty. I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna get started, and Shinobi Raccoon. Oh. Okay, I'm guessing based on Shinobi Raccoon's comments that, alright, I got it. Yeah, well, I tend to start late, not because of that, but Shinobi, but because I am camera shy. I'm an introvert, so it takes me a long time to, once I plan on doing a live stream, it takes me time to sort of organize everything enough. Even when I do, it still ends up getting sort of boomerish, just because I always say live streaming is something that unless you have your computer right in front of you to do everything, and even if you do, you need like 4 arms to do everything and make it smooth. So I'm still working that stuff out, but that's fine. I'm willing to live with my clumsiness when it comes to live streaming. But anyway, let me put on some music and then get drawn. So let's see. I'll put on some copyright-free music so that YouTube doesn't give me a smackdown. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask me if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay? Let's see. Okay. And thank you very much, Nasser, for posting the link to our campaign in the chat. It's greatly appreciated. Alright, let me get some paper to cover up my hand so I don't smear all the pencil marks as I'm inking. Generally, what I'm using for inks, I'm using these multi-liners. If you can see these. Oh yeah, okay, make sure I'm in the frame. These are uni pins. They come in sets of 6, and you can find them on Amazon. Fairly cheap. I use those. I use this Acacia thin line brush pen, which you can also find on Amazon, which is also fairly cheap. All my, I tend to get things at, that are fairly cheap in terms of price. I don't, unless I have to, I don't want to spend a gazillion dollars on supplies. This Pentel brush pen, which is very good as well. And that's basically it. The multi-liners, this thin line, which is a great pen and extremely valuable in terms of its use, and then the Pentel brush pen are the main things I use to ink. So I highly recommend them all. Shinobi Raccoon says, you stream, Nasser? Nasser does stream, but right now he is unavailable for streaming. So I think he'll be back streaming live probably in a couple weeks, or maybe less than a couple weeks, because our campaign's closing in 12 days, and he'll be back before then. But he has been putting up pre-recorded videos on his YouTube channel, so you can check out Nasser's stuff there. Alright. I'm always nervous whenever I start. Whoops. I'm always nervous whenever I start inking, so if I'm kind of quiet, it's just because I'm concentrating more, trying not to mess up. Make sure I have the right glasses on. And I gotta make sure I'm actually on camera. Again, I gotta apologize. I have a bad habit of going out of frame just because I need to get the paper fairly close to me. I have to keep looking back to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. And if my head bumps the camera, I apologize in advance. You'll know because the camera will suddenly shake and start going wonky. and I have to keep turning the page to try to find the best angle to ink at. It's a little annoying. Alright, that wasn't good. Alright, let me try this one. Man, it's tough. It's not so much tough to find the angle, it's tough because I have this camera bar, this sort of flexible arm that's holding the camera right in front of my face, and me trying to finagle my way under it so I can actually draw is kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, it's not the best, but hey, the Metal's here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Nasser says he'll be back home by May 9th. So we have 3 days of non-stop live streaming to help promote our book and get it over the top. So if you haven't already, go subscribe to Nasser Rabadi's channel and make sure to hit the bell for notifications for when he goes back online. Yeah, if everybody gave $500 towards the campaign, we'd be funded, says Nasser. So do what Nasser says. You can, you're able to get everything from the actual comic book to original art from the comic book. You can buy original pages from the book, and you can also purchase head sketches of the character of your choice from me. So there are a lot of different tiers to help support our book, and I want to encourage everybody to take advantage of them. Alright. Um, Michael Layton says, hold on, apologize. Michael Layton asks, do you ink over original pencils or scan and copy the pencils before inking? No, these are the original pencils that I'm inking over. I mean, what I could have done, because I'm basically working off of a photocopy of a blown up drawing, I could have just inked directly onto the comic book board without tracing over the scan first, or the copy first. But I feel more comfortable working on the actual original pencils. So that's how I always work. You know, even if I have some sort of tight drawing beforehand, like this one, I always redraw it in pencil before I ink it, because there's always going to be changes that I make. You know, that's the way I work. I mean, I suppose I could have somehow printed out this photocopy onto, you know, in blue, and then made this sort of photo, you know, non-photo blue to pencil over. But again, I would have changed some things in the you know, before I inked it anyway. So yeah, 99% of the time I'm drawing directly on pencils. So, man, you know, I like it that way. Alright. Here's when it comes in handy to have 2 extra arms, which I don't have, but gotta change pens and try to keep my drawing from sliding off the table. So. Alright, time for the brush pen. you may have noticed I tend to draw a little slow, so sorry about that. If you're expecting speed drawing, I'm afraid you're not going to get it here. Let's see. It's a little better, a little more light. Now for the fun, tricky part, the hair. Hair is always a There's always fun. I say that sarcastically. There you go. Excuse me. Hey Yash, how you doing? Yash is saying Rancors are beast mode, bruh. Rancors. Oops, sorry. Dropping stuff because I'm trying to... Hold on. Stay. Stay. Trying to use my hands for other stuff and then dropping everything else. Goes back to the whole forearms thing again. Rancors are what again? Are those Star Wars monsters? Ah. Alright, let's get back to this. Now I probably will not be finishing this tonight because I'm going to be doing Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition at 10. So, and I want to finish this by, I want to finish this live stream around 9 o'clock. So, I have a little over an hour left for this live stream, but I'll probably continue it probably tomorrow actually, so I need to get this done, but yeah, let's see, move this aside and work on the hair. I've been watching a lot of sort of manga artists lately on YouTube. I just marvel at how quickly they're able to lay down their inks when they're drawing stuff. I'm just like, I don't have that. I have a lot of confidence in like how they're laying down their lines. I'm very kind of cautious when I do it. And I stress over messing up, which probably leads me to mess up more often than I probably would otherwise, but you know, I guess it all comes with experience and time. The more you do it, the more comfortable you feel doing it, and the less likely you are to mess up. Yosh says you should read Berserk, best manga out there. Yeah, maybe I will. I just I started watching Fire Force, which is a new, well, it's not, well, fairly new anime that a friend told me about. Looks pretty good. It's basically about a fire department in a world where spontaneous combustion exists and people will go up in flames, you know, at any given time, and when they do, they turn into sort of like fire monsters, and of course wreak havoc around the city. So this fire department gets sent in, and they have special powers. Some of them are fire-based powers, some of them are other abilities, and they have to stop them. But it's a pretty interesting story from what I've seen so far. I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of it. And the characters seem very likable, very cool. So, a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of good stuff out there. Let's see here. That was not quite what I wanted, but all right. Hey Lego Studios, what's going on? All right. All right, almost to the point where I can start using my brush pen and trying out my hair filling skills with a brush. It's always a little sketchy, pardon the pun, but I have to get better at it. I have to improve my ability to use a brush when inking. So all right, there's that. Let's see. I think that's all right. All right, let's try this. Baron of Chaos asks, as a professional artist, could you say or comment on what I draw or try to draw? I would have to see it. So, yeah, I guess I could. But, you know, everything's subjective. You know, what one person says may or may not be applicable to what other people think. So, you know, I would get the opinions of multiple people to get a good idea of how your art is. All right, what's going on here. Barricade says, "All right, thanks." Yeah, that's the only way you can really know. I mean, if you just take one person's word for it, it's like they might be wrong. So, you know, ask a number of people. You know, put it on social media, see what everyone has to say, and then you get a fair idea of what people think. I draw apocalypse. Cool. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Ah, dagnabbit, stay. Light. Oh, gosh. There's a problem with having a 20-year-old equipment. It starts doing stuff you don't want it to do. Alright, let's see if I can do this. On screen? Yes, on screen. Alright, I'm trying out a technique I've been seeing manga artists use, and also, you know, some American comic book artists use for highlighting hair. I'm trying to mimic it, but I think it's just a question of practice. So, come on. Trying to get the brush at the right angle. Baron of Chaos says, or more violent things, if I might say. Great drawing, good vid. Okay, well thanks, I appreciate that. I know it might be a little boring. I'm trying, I'm trying for it not to be, but you know, it's like I need to when I'm inking, it's like I can't really talk because I need to focus on what I'm doing. I'm terrified of messing up. So I'm sort of letting the music fill in the dead air, and hopefully the music won't drive you away. Hold on for a second. Stay. That's better. All right. Take out the Pentel brush pen, do some filling, some spotting of the blacks. Hmm.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything like that. Well, you know that the phenomenon called sound is a wave in the air, pulsing at a certain speed. Now, these waves can be strong and are turned into vibrations, which the brain translates into what we call sound. Now, a wave pulses more at 20 times per second and faster than 15,000 times per second are mostly missed by the human ear. Now, these pulsations are referred to as cycles and are counted so many per second. Thus, the number of cycles per second in a given sound are described as its frequency. Are you with me? Now watch while I sing a low note. Well, as the record plays, the needle wiggles at the right number of cycles per second, which have been recorded. Now this creates electrical impulse, which are then boosted by this amplifier, and then pushed out through that speaker in the form of sound waves. And I suppose that the bigger and better the speaker, the higher the sound. If you don't mind a bad pun. Well, I just don't want you to get the idea that merely by adding a big speaker to a low battery record player will make you hear.
All right, let's see.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything like that.
Huh. Hmm. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with the hair anymore. That's about as good as I'm gonna get, so yeah, it's not bad. Let's see. It's nice. Hold on. Hey, Sean Russell. Sean Russell's watching me on Facebook, so just saw that he commented on my live stream. Good seeing you. Let's see. All right. Let's see what's next. What's next? What's next? Let me keep working on him, on his neck and stuff. What is this? Oh, dang. That one's too big. Started using a 0.3. I want to use a 0.1. Gotta remember to look at the pen before I start drawing with it. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. John Delarose is here. How you doing? Good seeing you. He says, gorgeous work, bro. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Oh, sorry. Hitting the camera. Sorry about that. John Delrose says this format in comic books never seems to never end. Yes, yes. John Dillard is a writer. He is the most famous Hispanic sci-fi writer in the cosmos or something. I can't remember your tagline, but he also writes comic books, and he's been putting out quite a number of them in the past year or so. So, what's the name of your comic book? There's one with I can't remember her name. One with a superhero, female superhero involved with a mobster, which is pretty good. And then there's another one with a Clockwork Girl or something. Oh, he also has a parody to Cyberfrog that he is just putting out called what was it, Robot Toad? Cyber Toad? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I apologize. But John's very prolific. He's a very prolific writer, and he's constantly putting out new works. So if you have a chance, you should follow him on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. I think you'll be entertained. John says he's getting all them ready. Flying Sparks. That's the name of the one with the super heroine and her mafia boyfriend. Sort of a Romeo and Juliet type thing. And he said he's getting all them ready for Comixology at the moment. Cool, very cool. I believe you can also find John's at least his prose books. And I think also Flying Sparks. I think you can find those on Amazon as well. So look for him there. Alright. Sorry, I spent too much time like sort of agonizing over exactly how I should hold my brush when I ink. That's only because I'm not that skilled at it, so it takes me time to make a decision because I don't want to screw it up. And if I rush it, then I will screw it up. I'll get better with time, but you just have to be patient, I'm afraid. So I want to get that whole thick and thin line effect when I ink. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright. Sorry. Visualizing how something should look in terms of, again, thick and thin lines. I think that's good. Eh. That's better. Try my best to get better and faster with time. Get back to me in 5 years. I'll be better and faster. The more I use the brush, the more confident I'll be. So. If you guys ever have an opportunity, you should check out Mike S. Miller's channel, Blacklist Universe. That guy is a master with inking with a brush. Also, check out, I think his name is Weldon Wong, I believe. He's also an inker for X-Men and some other Marvel comic books. Another fantastic inker. I really recommend that everybody interested in drawing comic books spend some time looking at various pros and their inking styles. Even if they're not saying anything, just watch them. Watch what they do. Watch what their pens and brushes do when they're inking, like the direction their hands move. You know, whether they're moving away from them, towards them. I mean, you'll learn, you'll pick up a lot of stuff that will help your artwork if you try to incorporate what they're doing. I mean, you won't be as good as them, you know, instantly, but you'll start getting a handle on what they're doing and why they're doing it, and I found this definitely helped my art, or at least my techniques, you know, the things I'm thinking about when I'm drawing or inking. So yeah, I figured if it helped me, it'll probably help other people. So I recommend it. Look at better artists than yourselves and try to learn from them. What time is it? 8:37, so I got about half an hour left. And again, I apologize for sort of the slowness of this live stream, or I guess the slowness with which I'm drawing, but it's just sort of the pace I have to keep in order to keep from messing up. And I don't want to mess this up. All right. Yeah. All right. Huh. Let's use a little light table here. That's better. Interesting. Ah, don't fall. Need my hands, so I can't have you falling on the ground. Stay, stay. Stay, stay. All right. Let's see. Sorry, give me a sec. All right. All right, better. All right, that's good. All right. All right.
MVM, your dial is 7660, WEAF, New York.
All right. Humphrey Bear says, Jason has sound. Cool. I hate silent streams. Yeah, well, I'm sort of a mixed mind with that. I like ASMR streams where I can hear like the pencil sort of scratching as they're drawing. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I produce enough sound when I draw. I tend to draw kind of quietly, but at the same time, I also like it when people are sort of talking, or when there's something going on in the stream. If it's just completely silent, I tend to get bored. even if I like what I'm seeing, I like some sort of interaction between the stream and the people watching it, whether it's music like I'm playing, or the scratchy sound of pencils drawing, or the person actually talking while they draw. So I guess my streams are sort of a mixture of me sort of babbling and the actual and the music playing. So because I don't want people to be completely bored, because I get bored if I'm just drawing here silently with no music. I get bored myself. So the music is for my benefit, if not for the viewers. So that's how it is. Well, I hope you're doing well, Humphrey. Hope you're doing good. Humphrey Bear says, me too, I get bored. Yeah, I don't know. That's not sure why. Like I said, even if it's interesting content that I'm watching, it's just something that my senses need to be tickled. There needs to be something that besides just the pure visual of seeing someone draw. There needs to be something auditory for me to sort of latch onto to keep my interest. Should be using another pen. Humphrey Bear says, thanks, I'm good. Good, glad to hear. Awesome. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be streaming that much longer. I mean, maybe 10 more minutes. because it's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm supposed to be on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition at 10 on Chester Busby's channel. So if you guys are bored and you want to see more artist drawing live for your viewing pleasure, head on over to Chester Busby's channel. It's Chester, spelled Chester, Busby, B-U-S-B-Y, on YouTube. And there is a weekly drawing competition for fun. It's called Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. And a bunch of fan artists get together and they draw the same subject over a time limit of 2 hours. And then afterwards, the viewers get to vote on the winner, whose art they like the best. And tonight, the subject will be Dan Fraga's comic book Black Flag. Dan Fraga, in case you don't know, is a former associate of Rob Liefeld. Used to draw with Rob Liefeld in his studio, I guess Extreme Studios, back in the Image comic days, back in the 90s. And he is coming out with his own crowdfunded comic book, or I think it's already come out, and it's currently funding right now on Indiegogo. And it's called Black Flag. It's a comic book that he started again back in the 90s, and he's bringing it back for both old and new audiences. So he'll actually be on the show tonight, and he'll be talking about his new comic book, and we'll be drawing his characters tonight at 10 o'clock on Chester Busby's channel on YouTube. So come join us, check it out, and yeah, vote for me if you would. I'd appreciate it. I'll be working under my usually I work under my YouTube name, Jiminy Cricket, but you know, might be using my actual name, Jason Robinson, as well. But I'll be there drawing. I'm not familiar with this book or his characters, but I'll look it up once I finish this live stream. I'll start doing some research. All right. find that angle again. Dang it. Alright, come on. Alright. Let's see. Okay, I think that's gonna be about it for today. I gotta take off and get working on drawn and quartered. But yeah, this is the inking up to now. Unfortunately, didn't get too much done. Hold on, let me zoom out a little. Here it is to this point, the inking. That's it. I'll be back. I seriously doubt tonight. Probably tomorrow to continue working on it and try to finish it off. But yeah, it's just going slow because I don't want to screw it up, and I know if I rush, if I try to do it faster, I'm gonna mess it up. So I just want to thank you all for your patience with me, and you're taking time out of your busy day to watch me work at this, hack at it, and slap some ink on it. And you know, I do appreciate everybody who is who's given me their time and attention tonight. So thank you very much. Again, if you haven't already and you're on YouTube, and hopefully you will go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, I hope that you do so. The channel is called Illustration by Design. My name's Jason Robinson, and if you would head on over there and subscribe to my channel, give this live stream a thumbs up, and if you're on Facebook right now watching, please give this live stream a like, and yeah, if you would subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications of future videos, and make sure that when you hit the bell that you select all under the notifications so that you get all the notifications for the next time I live stream. And also, probably most importantly, because there's only 12 days left, if you would look at the bottom of the screen here, down here, you should see a ticker scrolling by. if you're on YouTube, you should see a link in the description of this live stream. Please go to that website, www.secret-comics.com, and that will take you to the Indiegogo website where I am currently have a comic book that I'm crowdfunding with the writer Nasser Rabadi. It is a horror anthology called Secret Comics Presents, and we're trying to raise $6,000 to get the book published and mailed out to everybody. So if you would, please go down to secret-comics.com and check it out. Check out the campaign. There are a number of different tiers available where you can buy the comic, buy original art for the comic, buy original pages from the comic, and you can also order head sketches from me of any character you like and other things. I also have trading cards and other things. So if you would check that out, support the comic book, that'd be a great help to me and Nasser, and also to you, because you'll be getting a great comic book drawn by me and written by Nasser. So, but anyway, I just want to again thank everybody. At 10 o'clock, I'll be on Chester Busby's channel doing a drawn and quarter fan edition, and we'll be drawing Black Flag. I think that's Dan Fraga's comic book, and we'll be drawing characters from that. So if you would, head on over there on YouTube and come watch us draw for 2 hours more. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot more lively than just watching me draw alone, because you'll have, I think there are probably going to be like 9 or 10 artists there, all bickering with each other and goofing on each other and just having fun in general. So, but anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully I'll see you in about an hour on Chester Busby's channel for Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition. Okay? Well, you guys take care, stay out of trouble, and I will see you guys later. All right? Bye.